Good morning, friends. It's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. I'm here to share and celebrate the finishing of these two journals. I've been working on them for a couple weeks and just kind of took my time, made sure of what I wanted to put in here and made sure I didn't forget anything. And so they are finished. So we'll just get started with a flip through. So let's do this one first, I think. This there are two Christmas journals, okay? So this one is spoken for, but it's so cute. I want to let you see and, you know, do a flip through for posterity's sake. But it's made, these are both made from vintage books, and they are not, they are just a cute size, okay? So let me measure it for you. They are both the same size, and I know I measured them before in my when I started working on them, and I showed you what I was doing. But just as a reminder, 5.5 inches wide and about 6 3/4 long. So this one, I made a little tie closure for both of them. I made a tie closure made out of the same fabric as on the spine. So super cute little finishing touch there, I thought. And then here's the book on this one, Robin Finds Christmas. Got the robin right here and a pretty little manger scene. There's a squirrel there. I added a piece of snowflake because there was a letter written here from wherever it came from, like where they, probably as an indication they were discarding it. You know how some libraries and maybe schools and things do that. So I put a snowflake here to cover up, and it matches the lettering. So that's there. The fabric is on the spine, and I've added some lace trim here, or I don't know if that might be tatting. Not a tatting expert, so don't know if that's considered tatting or crochet or what, but really pretty. I got that at an estate sale, so very pretty. Here's the spine, 2 signatures. Here's the back. And when I first started talking about this journal, I said I couldn't find this fabric, and then I found it in my scraps. So I did have to piece these pieces on fabric on the back. They're strips that I used. I think I used art glitter glue on this one, and they're really holding nicely, and it looks good. And you can see I just, you know, got it right up to the edges, and you know, even rounded the corner right here. So it really looks good. I love how it turned out, and I'm glad I was able to use that fabric because because it just looks so good with the overall colors here of the, you know, the cover. So, and this was a plain white kind of, even though I cleaned it, it's still kind of like dirty white looking, so nothing's wrong with that, but I just, you know, think it looks a lot prettier now. So let's just get started on the flip through here on this one. As we open up the cover, you can see I left, this was the paper, you know, inside the front cover, and the back cover, I left that because I just loved it, and it, you know, it went with the book. It's, you know, the robins and everything, so pretty. I couldn't do anything to, you know, to cover that up. I didn't want to. So I just used pretty, this is a like cardstock scrapbook paper in here that I used, the Christmas paper that I had actually bought last year at Christmas. And then here I put in a little pocket. It's sewed here, and I've got a little collage here with some, you know, S&H green stamps and a little label from a Christmas kit that I was using. If you see anything like this, it's from Shabby Dabby Doodah's Christmas kit that I have left over from my design team project, and I decided to use them, you know, throughout some of the, you know, some of the pieces throughout these journals to decorate. So in the pocket here, I did something really that I love, and I want to make some more of these. But this is made from a Dollar Tree, kind of a money card, you know, and they're long and narrow, first of all, so I had some last year too. This pack actually I bought last year. I don't think they have these this year, but I love the plaid, and of course it went with the colors of this journal and the snowman. So super cute, and I rounded the corners here on front and back. Okay, and then I added a little pocket here. In fact, I might put something in here. Let me see what I have. to put in here, how about a little tag right here? I had made this tag from, this is also, I think this one's also from the Shabby Dabby Doodah Christmas kit, and added some eyelash trim, which I received from Laura in Happy Mail. Thank you again, Laura. But there you go, a little tag in there. And then I sewed in some coffee dyed paper, just an extra little fun kind of journaling spot in here. And then here's the back where, you know, these money cards have a little flap in the back where you're supposed to put a gift card or a check or, you know, cash. So let's put something in there too. What do I have? I have a little snowflake card. This is just a card I made out of some cardstock, like a journaling spot, and added some little snowflakes, which, you know, if you're familiar with Dollar Tree, those are from little sticker bling from Dollar Tree. So let's stick that in the back, because I really did mean to put something in here. I just kind of, when I was going through the pockets, I forgot this had pockets in it. So this is a little scrap too here, a pretty little scrap I used for the pocket. So really, really turned out, I think those turned out nice. And oh, I don't know if I showed you the middle. It's sewn with my sewing machine down the middle here. And coffee dyed paper. There's about, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages, which is 12 fronts and backs, and still nice and flat so it can fit into a pocket. So that's the first pocket. And then here I have a little tuck spot, which I made from my 2006 scrapbook paper kit that I found in my dining room. Put a piece here with another little label from the Shabby Dabby Doodah kit. This little journaling card / tag I made from a Christmas card. So if you're recycling some Christmas cards, you can just make little tags / journaling cards. There you go. Added some ribbons, 2 ribbons there, a green and a white one to match, and super cute. And this is a vintage music book paper page from the music books that my mom gave me. She gave me some smaller ones, and they're super, like, really neat size for, you know, journals, because they're not, you know, as you can see, like right here, it's the whole page instead of being cut up. You know, I don't mind cutting them up, of course, you know, I'll do that all day long, but right here, this is a whole page. So I think those sizes are really, really fun to use. And then some ledger paper, some of this cardstock scrapbook paper, which all of those, just as a reminder, I spritzed green coloring on the back of all of my, because it was white, spritzed green on the back of all my scrapbook cardstock. Here's my cranberry paper, and I'm calling it cranberry because of the color, but it's actually made from Rit dye, some burgundy Rit dye that I had and still have some. So that's what that is. So as we go through, you can see that's the cardstock. I did do a little bit of rubber stamping. I think I went through all my rubber stamps, and I have one Christmas stamp, and that was just fine. I like to just have a few favorites and not like tons of rubber stamps. I just don't want to have to store them and be overloaded, you know, and overwhelmed really with rubber stamps. So, and I used the archival ink right here I have it here because I'm going to make some more journals, Christmas journals, but it's the Ranger archival ink, and I have the coffee color here. When I was ordering, there was a couple of different, I got this from Amazon, and when I was ordering it, there was at least two different like brown colors. This one was the less expensive one. I don't know why. It was like $1 cheaper. So I was like, well, you know, it's brown. Brown is brown sometimes. So I just wanted that, you know, vintage photo look, and that's gave it to me. And you can see it does a really good job of stamping. It just seems to give you more ink than if you try to stamp with the vintage photo. I've tried it, and it doesn't give me enough ink for my, you know, for my purposes. I don't know, maybe I'm doing it wrong, but anyway, you can see how pretty that came out. Just in case you're trying to figure out how to make a distressed kind of vintage looking rubber stamp image. So here's some more cardstock here. And here I have I have like three charms in here. So here's the first one with a little bell. on a paper clip, and then I put one of these in each one. It's just an image from, this is pumpkin pie, but it's an image from a magazine where I sewed. This one has a blue lined paper on the back, so the purpose is it's a journaling spot or journaling card. Or you could even use it for, if you wanted to add a pocket, you could glue it on right here. You know what I mean? So, you know, multi-purpose is there. This is a little Christmas bag that I had also bought these last year, and I don't see them this year at Dollar Tree. I've been keeping my eyes out, and I will keep my eyes out, you know, from now until Christmas to see if they get any in. But I spotted these last year at Dollar Tree and got a couple packs. Thank goodness, because they're so cute, and I don't see them so far this year. I haven't seen them at any of my Dollar Trees. I've got a journaling card in here that I made from the cutoffs from these cardstock, you know, pages. I did a little kind of collage sheet and cut it up into tags and journaling cards. Here's one of them. I did sew around the edges, and I think that's a burgundy thread I used on these, and it matches. There's a lot of burgundy in this these papers, but yeah, I just cut them up into tags and journaling cards, and then you can further decorate these if you want. I left this one for whoever gets this to maybe leave it like this or decorate it if you want. And I have decorated some with stickers. Let's see if I have any right here that I might have used. Like here's one with sticker on it. This is not a journaling card. This is one of the tags, but see, I added a sticker and did some distressing on it there, and I could add more to it. So, you know, you can add things to those, even though they look kind of like there's a lot on there. But no, you can still decorate those with a little bling or something. So here's a vintage card that I used as a page. And I added this green lined paper. This is green dyed by me. I do all my own papers, you know, all my own dyeing. So, I don't know. I just really love doing it and experimenting with the colors. So this one came out really pretty. With the green dye, I put some on the back of this card for writing. And here's a cardstock page here. This is a Christmas doily, and Dollar Tree does have these this year. And these I had bought, this pack I think I bought, did I buy this last year? I think I bought this one last year, but I think they have this or the same one or something very similar with poinsettias on it. So this year, this is from a Christmas music book that I cut up and put in here. This is the Jingle Bells, part of the Jingle Bells page. This is the December page from one of the December pages from one of my calendars, my vintage. I think this was a vintage calendar, and so that really pretty kind of like window there with a wreath on it, and you know, all Christmassy looking. And there's the back of that, and you can feel free to decorate that with, you know, pretend like it's a blank page. If you're new to junk journaling and you say, well, what do I do with this? Just pretend like it's a blank page and put a picture on it. Or you can write in all these little squares, or, you know, decorate it with a little, you know, little pocket, you know, and use it for a tuck. You know, just possibilities are endless, really. It's just like a blank page. So here, another piece of cardstock. This is some computer stationery that I had. I coffee dyed it and made it into a page, and there's a little tuck on this side with a Christmas playing card, but I sewed blue lined, I think this is green lined paper on the back, and you know, just sewed around it and made it into a journaling card. And those I don't know if they have those exact playing cards. I think they have some playing cards this year at Dollar Tree, but I had got those last year. And so here's the center of this signature. This is the back half of that computer stationery. So it said Happy Holidays here, and I folded that over, made a tuck, you know, side tuck spot here, or side pocket. Put a little piece of bling here, bling snowflake from the Dollar Tree there. This is, I had come across, and I believe these are vintage. They don't have a date on them, but they just look like they've been, you know, I could just picture this from the 80s or something like that. But this is a pack of Christmas collectible they're called something like Old World Santas. So it's collectible cards of Old World Santas, and I think I have some of these in my shop too, but I put one in here just, for fun, and, it's just cool. It's an Old World Santa. This is Grandfather Frost, and it says Russia there. So it's neat. They have them from all, old world, from all over the world. I think they're really neat. So more cardstock calendar. Here on this calendar page, you can see I did a little decorating here with this is an applique. So it's a bell, Christmas bell applique on there. Really cute. And here on the back of that calendar page, I put one of my snowflakes right here. And I thought those colors just went together. So when I was trying to find a spot for a snowflake, I was like, that's perfect. So here's another one of my scraps here. I made a corner pocket right here with I have a strip of gold stars that I received in Happy Mail from Dale. This strip right here. I cut a couple off and I put one right here on the side since this had gold in it. I thought that was perfect together, and just put a little gold star right there. This is another piece from like Christmas playing cards. I think I got this from Dale also in Happy Mail. It says 1986, so it is vintage, and you can see it's a playing card. The 3 of something there, whatever those little creatures are. Super cute, right? So I put that in here. And then, see, this is the back half of the first signature, so we'll just finish that out. In the back half of the bag here, I have some of these are flannel cards, if you've ever heard of a flannel graph. I used one when I was a kid, and I know my Sunday school teachers taught our Sunday school lesson with flannel graphs, and there are pictures of, say at Sunday school, it was Bible characters and pieces to make like a scene on a flannel board, and it has like flannel on the back where it would stick to the board, and as you were telling the Bible story, you would change out the little pieces to, make a little scene for the kids when you were teaching. And I actually used one when I was a kid. I think I was a young teenager, like 13 or 14, and I was in a little club at church where we got to help out in Sunday school and teach the kids younger than us, and used a flannel graph, and I thought it was fun telling a little story by putting these little images up on the flannel graph. Anyway, this was a flannel graph piece that I found at a thrift store, and it was the 12 days of Christmas, and so this is, 5 golden rings right here. And I did cover up the flannel graph, but it's under there, and I covered up with some, some of my coffee dyed, like, let's see, what else does this have on here? I think it has some of my RIT dye. I think I mixed it a little bit there on some pieces, and so coffee dyed and RIT dyed, or cranberry color, on that piece, and made it into a journaling card. So right here I have a little tab, a red tab, made out of ribbon, and it's got a stocking on here with a little sequin bling and a bowl pin hanging there. So super cute. And then to finish out this, okay, here's a little piece that I made into a pocket. This is a little gingerbread house that says Sweet Wishes on it, with a piece of, this is some note paper, but I did distress around the edges with some vintage photos, so that's in there, and it's really actually a pretty little piece of note paper to write on. This I'll show you if you are looking for some little tags or pieces like this. I got these. I looked at Dollar Tree, I looked at Walmart. They didn't really have exactly what I wanted, but I found these. Super cute, right here. Here's the gingerbread house, and there's a what was right here? Something else was here. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know what was here, but anyway, they come in a pack of 16 at Dollar General is where I got these, and $1. I mean, they were $1 for 16 of these, and when I saw them, I was like, awesome, just what I was looking for. You can use them for a tag. You can use them. I used one here for a corner talk, or you can use them to decorate a say you want to decorate a journaling card, and you can put that, this one's too small, but just say it was bigger, or a tag or something. Super cute to put on something, right? So yeah, those are at Dollar General. I couldn't believe it when I found them. I was like, awesome. So finishing out the back half. Oh, here's what was there in that other pocket. One here, this one I used as a tag. Super cute little candy cane wishes, mistletoe kisses, and it says to, these say to from on the back. So, and this ribbon came in there, so you can make them into a tag. So just awesome, right? I mean, you don't get anything cuter than that. So second signature, I think each signature has, let me think for a second. I think it has 30 pages or 60 fronts and backs in each one. So that's a lot of pages, right? So as we start out the second signature, we've got, I put a little decoration here that says scrap that I used my pinking shears on around, and then I used a piece from the Shabby Dabby Doodah kit. I love these labels. If I run out, I'm going to have to print more because I just love these little red labels. And this one has a little deer on it holding a candy cane. This I made another, you know, when I was talking about cutting things from my collage pack, this is one of the tags I cut. Sewed around the edges, added some pretty little ribbon here with my, you know, I put a hole in, but then I thought that, you know, I just want to put this on here so it's nice and flat instead of tying a knot, so I used my tiny attacher. These are stickers here when I was talking about how you can decorate them. I did put some stickers in here that I have from my 2005 scrapbook kit and distress those, so, and then you can write on the back. Super cute, right? And then here, one of the coasters that I showed where I had bought some things in the last week or two. This is the paper coaster with a stocking on it. And of course it's burgundy, and it went so well with the colors, you know, in this journal. And then this was a piece that it wasn't necessarily a cutoff, but it was something that I was going to use for something else, and then it didn't work out. So I just made it into, it's coffee dyed paper. It has some of the grit dye on there, which, you know, adds a little bit of burgundy, and just came out super pretty, these papers. I rounded the corners and just put my snowflake on there. That's the coffee dye ink again. So you can see how pretty that is. It almost looks gold, but it's that coffee dye archival ink again. So that's another music book page. Here's another piece from its little Santa, that, just so you can see it well, from the Shabby Dabby Doodah kit. And I guess I'm trying to see how I cut that out. Oh, I cut that out with some, you know, the scissors. It's not my pinking shears, it's other scissors where you can cut out little shapes, you know, for scrapbooking and things. But that's why I had bought those back when I was scrapbooking. But now I can use them in my junk journals, right? To cut little pretty edges like that. I guess they're called edging scissors. So as you can see, more of the, you know, same type of papers as was in the front. Here's the card in the back. This one has birds on it, and of course that went really well with the Robin Finds Christmas. So cool how things work out like that. Some more of the green lined paper. In the back here I put a green doily. That's also, you know, they have those at Dollar Tree. Here's another snowflake here, a red snowflake. And some of the calendar paper on the back of this one. It was white, so I added a flip up here. So it's a flip up, and I made the hinge from a strip of cut off. So you can see it's up here and folded around. Fun way to make a hinge and use some of your scraps. Okay, oh, I missed a tuck spot. Let's see, what do I need to, there was something I was going to put in here that I haven't put in here yet. So I was going to put this little t-shirt in here. Will it fit? There we go. Here's the tag. Oh, actually it's a little sweatshirt that I had made from, let's see, this is, you know, eyelash trim, and then this was the fabric that Laura sent me, and I cut this. Here's a scrap here. Let me get that off. There we go. Fabric scraps. But anyway, it was in this little shirt was on the fabric that Laura had sent me. I cut it out, whip stitched around the side, did some little X's down here, and added this little eyelash trim, and I didn't mean to put it in here, so perfect spot. I forgot this pocket anyway, so there it's going to go right there. If it fits, yep, I think it does fit. Cute. So on this page, here's another little charm. This is the third one that I'm showing you, and it is just a little angel on a paper clip, but I had got these angels. Let me show you. Oh, I used them all up. Yeah, they came on a string, like, you know, when you buy beads, sometimes you get a string of beads and then you take them off the string and use them in your projects. So it was a string of angels, like this, a little red with the wings. And this one has a little halo on it. I know a couple of my halos went flying, and they're somewhere on my floor, but they're so tiny, I don't know if I'll ever find them. But yeah, this one does have its halo. So, but I put it on a pin, you know, the pins you use in jewelry making, the long skinny ones. Let's see, I have them right here. In case do I have them right here? Oh no, those aren't them. Anyway, I put them away already. But yeah, just those straight pins that you buy for jewelry making, and they have a loop on the bottom. So I put one on there, curled up the top, so I would have a loop to hang, and, you know, as a charm, and there it is. Super cute. And so yeah, I put the bell, then I made this one, and I kind of made that one, you know, even though the angel was already made, I kind of, you know, put it together as a charm. And then here's another pocket, little side pocket here from that, you know, computer stationery. And this is a postcard that I put in here. I believe these are vintage. Do they have a date on here? No. Most postcards don't have a date on, but once, wait a minute, here's a date. No, that just says says AOC or something like that, the name of the company. Yeah, most postcards don't have a date, but once in a while you'll find one with a date on it, once in a great while. But anyway, I found these at a thrift store, I think a couple years ago, and last year I kind of forgot that I had them. I had them tucked away somewhere. That's why last year I started putting all my stuff, my Christmas stuff, in one place so that I could, when it came to time to make Christmas journals this year, I would be able to find everything, you know, and have it all organized in one spot. So yeah, that's a pretty little vintage postcard there. And then here's another flip up here that I made in the back on, let's see, is this on calendar, or this is just on, yeah, this is on a calendar, a piece of the calendar. And then more, you know, cardstock, music paper, the doily. We're on the back half of the second signature here. This is a piece of the card, back half of the card. A snowflake here. So hopefully I've pointed out everything and didn't forget to, here's a fold out. Forget to show you anything, but I'm going to show you the other one in a second, and we'll just do a quick run through on that one because it's the same but different. So here's the last pocket, you know, and here's the back cover. But in here on both of these, I have a little, this is a tiny, kind of a tiny Christmas card that these are vintage, and these are so cute. They're little invitations, and I put the envelope in here too, just because it's so cute. I thought somebody could have some fun. Let's see. These, some of these, let me see if this one has, the flap opens. See, the flap doesn't open on this one. And it came like that from the store. So if somebody can get the flap open, they can use it, or they can use it for a journaling card and just write all over it, or decorate it, you know. So just put that in there for fun because it's small. And then, you know, here's the card that was in that pack. Date, time, place, RSVP. Do these have a date on them? They do not. American greetings. That's all it says. So, but isn't that just the cutest little, I'm always keeping my eyes out for small cards. It's hard to find small cards. When I found these, I was super excited, you know what I mean? Like, you just don't find small cards like that very often. So that's that one. Came out really nice, and so this one is going to go to, like I said, it's spoken for. Now let me put this to the side and show you the other one real quick, because this one is going into my shop. And so here's the fabric, you know, It's this same fabric, another piece of it that I took off, and I actually had cut up a lot of this one because it had little like wreaths and holly leaves and things like that on it. I cut those out so I could use them in my journals. And then so I didn't have any really big pieces left, but I had a good size piece where I just took 2 strips and sewed them together right here with some burgundy thread, and it's zigzag stitched. I think that's really pretty. So if you need to make a long strip, that's a good way to do it. Just sew 2 strips together to get the length that you need. So this one has a snowflake here. It has a pretty little church here, and it's you know, keep Christmas, it says right there, or let's keep Christmas. Here's the back. It has a little baby there wrapped in a blanket. Here's the, you know, fabric here. It's the Christmassy, pretty Christmassy fabric with, I've got the vintage, I'm going to call it tatting because I think it might be tatting, but Christmas tatting there, and also here on the back. Okay, so as I open up this one, I really kind of took my time on these just to make sure exactly what I wanted, and to make them really, I wanted to make them really special. I like to make each of my journals special and unique. So, I mean, these are unique because of the books. You know, you're not going to see any other journals probably with these books. You know, that's what's so neat about books. You don't, it's one of a kind. You can't copy that, you know. So, on the inside, again, I left, it had this pretty Christmas tree paper on the inside. Here's the fabric, you know, from same as what's on the outside. I did add a strip of green rec here. I did that kind of just the last couple of nights I did that because I was looking in and I thought, you know, I just really need something right there. So I put that right there. Sometimes I let it sit. I'll work on these and then let them sit for a day and just kind of think about, you know, see if anything else came to mind that I wanted to put in here. So like that, that was here last night or the night before. So that's one reason I don't like to rush through them, even though it may seem like I get them done fast. I really don't. I just kind of, you know, sometimes you have to let it sit and gel for a minute in your head and make sure, you know, you have everything in here that you want. So again, the little notebook that I showed you in the other one is right here. Green stamps with a little label, just like in the other one. Here's this little corner tuck and the tag, a little label on there. So we're going to flip through this one quick, because I know this video might be getting a little long, but just so the person who may be looking at my Etsy can see, this is the you know, rubber stamp snowflake here. Can see what this one looks like. Christmas card, and this one has a pretty sleigh on it, and that's a vintage Christmas card. Here's the poinsettia doily calendar page, and this one has a pretty, you know, mailbox with a cardinal. First of all, that's gorgeous. And then the little presents, Christmas presents, and it's a snowy scene. That was so pretty, and that was from a calendar. That was the Christmas page. And then here's the first little bell in this one, and the magazine journaling card. The bag in this one with the collage journaling card. Here's the music book paper and a little, oh, here's another tuck spot I forgot. Okay, let's see what else I have in here. Let me see. I knew I got all these things ready, and I was like, I guess I have enough in here because everything was full. So here's a very special one I'm putting in here. This is some kind of, it's like cut out Santa. It's cardboard. It's hard. It's not cardstock or anything. It's a cardboard. I don't know if I got this or I got it in Happy Mail, but it's so cute, right? And it's a tag. I put this pretty Jingle Bell ribbon on here. So that's going to go right there. That's something special to this journal. I always like to put something extra special, and that is extra special because I don't have any more. It's the only one I have. So here's the gold scrap here that I made into a pocket with the gold little bow, and those are kind of puffy, kind of really neat, like a puffy sticker, but they're not stickers. I glued it down myself. So here is, you know, same type of pages. Here's the plain card, journal card in that one, and then that's the middle of the signature. Here's the little bling with the Christmas Santa collectible. This one's 1910 France. Since that's different, I'll show it to you. But that's the 1910 France Santa. Really neat. And these are sewn. I didn't mention that in the last one. Here's the applique in this one. It says, Happy Holidays, and it says Girl Scouts on the top. I got that at a thrift store, so really neat. The bag here, there's the flannel card in this one. It's the 7 swans a swimming in this one, backed with some of that paper, coffee dyed / grit dyed paper. Here's the little tab in this one with a gingerbread man, and I put a little sequin heart on him, kind of like reminding me of the Tin Man where he needed a heart. So, corny, I know, but that's what I was thinking when I did it. This is a piece from the calendar, and it has a little part of the cardinal, most of the cardinal there. It looks like the male, and then pretty snowy scene with this red barn, and there's a wreath up there, just really pretty. And then the back half of this first signature, I put a snowflake on the back of this card. Right here, here's the first, this is the flip up, no, this is not the flip up, okay, flip out here. Here's the little tuck spot with the gingerbread house here, and the Christmas playing card. Okay, finishing out this first signature. Here's the tag in this one, back pocket, okay, and the second signature. Collage tag, and here's a little kind of embellishment, 2 layers here on this one. Here's the paper coaster in this one with a little cut off kind of journaling spot with the snowflake right there. This is a piece from the Shabby Dabby Doo Dah Christmas kit. Put that little Santa right there. I thought he looked pretty there. So more of the same papers. Here's a flip out, and these papers were really pretty. I do have more left to work. Here's a flip up here with the paper hinge, you know, like I showed you in the other one. The green doily. Here's the card in the second signature. It's a pretty snowy scene with these deer. And music paper here. The cardinal calendar. And the postcard in this one. Right there. It's the same. They're all the same, those postcards. And middle of the second signature. Here's the note paper in this one, right here. And so we're on the back half of the second signature. And here's the little angel on this one. This one does have its halo. I have 2 without a halo, so if I find them, I'll put them on. But they flew, and I tried to find them, and I was like, I don't think I'm going to find those. I don't know where they are. So that's another flip up here. And then as we go to the back, almost through. Ledger. Here's a snowflake here. And here's the little card in this one. Let's see. So here's the card, and here's the envelope. And that flap looks like it also doesn't come up. But again, I mean, you can see it's brown. It's just very vintage and just a great background for something, you know. So there you go. And I know I need to probably put something in here, so I will do that. Like the other one didn't have anything in the pocket. So I will do that off camera, put 2 little tucks. I'll leave it open right now so that I remember to do that. And then I found these yesterday, these little treat bags. So the goodie bags, I don't have anything in the goodie bags yet, but the goodie bags that are coming with these journals are going to be put into these little treat bags. They're Christmas treat bags. They're paper. You know, I don't really like, I mean, I like the plastic ones, but I prefer if I can get paper, you know. And so, yeah, these are super cute. They have, I think they all have the same picture on the front and the back. This one, yeah, see how they have the same. And then it has a little, you know, part that goes above the front. So you can actually, if you want to, fold that over. But yeah, this will come with the goodies in each of, I just wanted to show you the patterns. So we've got the Santa, the polar bear with the penguin, polka dots, and what else? Snowman, Let It Snow, a big penguin, he's cute, and then the Santa, this Santa, so it's 2 different Santas. Aren't those cute? All right, so that's it. I will see you later. I had so much fun creating these, and I hope you enjoyed seeing the flip through because I enjoyed showing it to you. So I'll be back and probably later today with some more fun stuff. So I'll see y'all later. Happy crafting.